Lesson 4, tower communication in and around the airport. There are two main reasons to call the airport tower frequency. First, to request takeoff when you're holding short at the runway and you wish to leave. Second, when you're 10 miles out and you wish landing instructions. In both cases, you should already have the ATIS information. So you'll know the active runway and you'll know the airport conditions, and you tell the tower this on initial contact. Requesting takeoff clearance. So while you're holding at the active runway, you turned it to face the traffic and you switch to the tower frequency found on your checklist card. You wait until there's no landing traffic and there's a break in the radio chatter. Now's your moment. Then you make your call. They already see your flashing red beacon light at the hold short, so they expect your call. They know someone's there. They're going to call any minute. They get it. City Tower, this is Alpha Bravo Mike ready for takeoff. Plain and simple. You can use the last 3 letters instead of all 4 because you established radio contact to ground already, and they were talking back to you with your 3 letters. 3 replies could come. So 3 replies will come from the tower now. Alpha Bravo Mike, hold short, aircraft landing. Oh, we shouldn't have called while we see a plane on short final approach. We need to read back. It's another instruction. Holding short, Alpha Bravo Mike. And you're acknowledging that you understand that. The less traffic talk at a busy airport, the better. So if an approaching aircraft is only on base leg, which you'll learn about in Module 7, or it's on a long final, it's way out there, the tower might say, Alpha Bravo Mike, cleared for immediate takeoff without delay. This means they're fitting you in for a takeoff before the incoming plane is too close. You need to move and get out of there and actually take off without stopping. We don't have a rear view mirror. We have no idea how close they are. We need to acknowledge the clearance while we're doing all this. Alpha Bravo Mike. Or, cleared for immediate, Alpha Bravo Mike. The third response that you might get from the airport is the most common one, of course. Alpha Bravo Mike, cleared for takeoff. A standard clearance. While you're increasing your throttle and starting to move into position, you should be acknowledging the clearance. Cleared for takeoff, Alpha Bravo Mike. You stop in position, ready to push full throttle. You do your normal takeoff and climb out and establish your climb and trim. If you're leaving the airport, you would keep climbing. If you're doing circuits, they already know your intentions because you've told them. When you reach 5 miles out of the airport, though, you should call the tower and ask for release from the frequency. Although you can stay on the frequency longer, you're officially asking for release, or at least letting them know where you are, all right? Because you might want to stay on and hear about other traffic as you're getting closer. In this area, I recommend you stay on the tower frequency until at Bluffers Park to the east, 10 miles out. City Tower, Alpha Bravo Mike has cleared the zone to the east, or cleared to the north, or cleared to... The reply is Alpha Bravo Mike, good day. This releases you from the frequency, and you can switch to another frequency if you wish. Now, they could say good day. They could just say good day. They could say so long. They could say good luck. Well, you shouldn't say good luck. This is a skill. They could say anything, but we're cleared to the east. They understand that we're going to switch the frequency. That's our official notice that we can. And you can stay on if you want, as I mentioned, all right? So this releases you from the frequency, and you can switch to another one if you wish. When we get to the practice area, we'll switch to that frequency. Now let's refine this a little more. When you first contacted the tower, you told them you had information Foxtrot. They may ask you, where are you going? What are your intentions, as they said. Standard replies are local east, practice area, according to flight plan, local flight to Oshawa. You could say anything like that. Make it short and sweet. So when you request taxi to the active with information Foxtrot to the Claremont practice area, you've just said it all. Everyone knows what's happening who's listening on the radio. They smile and give you taxi clearance. There's nothing more to ask. Incoming traffic. Now, we need to make initial contact with the tower while we're inbound from the practice area. We do this from a checkpoint 10 miles out called Bluffers Park. It's over there to the east. Or from the intersection of Highway 401 and 404 to the north. Any prominent landmark will do, as long as the controller would know what you're talking about. And some of these are marked on our map. But can you imagine saying, City Tower, this is Cessna 172 at 2,000 feet over 136 Jane Osler Boulevard, requesting landing instructions. The controller has no clue where that is, unless it's an emergency, and maybe they would Google Maps it, you know. So first we listen to ATIS at 12 miles out in preparation for the initial tower contact at 10 miles out. Officially, you have to call them by 5 miles out, but you should give them some warning. It's been a while since you left, so you need to listen for changes in ATIS and the new call sign and the new information for the airport, and then contact the tower with your intentions. Now we add one more thing differently from the ground call, altitude. City Tower, this is Golf Alpha Bravo Mike. Reply, Alpha Bravo Mike, City Tower, meaning I hear you, and what are your intentions? City Tower, Alpha Bravo Mike is a Cessna 172 at 2,000 feet over Bluffers Park, inbound for landing. Request landing instructions with information echo. Reply, Alpha Bravo Mike, right downwind, runway 8. City Tower, right downwind 08, Alpha Bravo Mike. Now, because we haven't done the circuit yet, let's say the tower cleared you in for a straight in 26. The reply from them, Alpha Bravo Mike, proceed straight in, runway 26. Straight in, runway 26, Alpha Bravo Mike. So you proceed the 8 miles or so at 2,000 feet, knowing you'll be entering the control zone with the intention to land on runway 26 on a straight-in approach. That's what we'll be doing in Module 6 as an easier way to land before we learn the circuit. This is also the way that most commercial aircraft would do it at this airport. They are actually Dash 8 aircraft and other aircraft, but the Dash 8 aircraft from Porter Airlines land at City Center Airport. I've been on hundreds of those flights, and it's truly majestic. A straight into 26 at night with the blanket of city beneath and to your right, gliding quietly until touchdown and brakes. Oh, did I mention that the buffeting and the snow and the freezing temperatures? As you cross the 5-mile control zone mark on your way in and they see you visually, they'll usually come on the radio and say, Alpha Bravo Mike, cleared to land. You need that clearance. Your reply is the same thing, right? Cleared to land, Alpha Bravo Mike. If they don't clear you to land, you have to ask for it. If you're on short final, you cannot touch the runway without a clearance. Without clearance, you would have to do a go-around, which you'll learn about while you're in the circuit in Module 7. City Tower, Alpha Bravo Mike, short final. I'm telling the tower I haven't got clearance to land yet, and I'm very close to touching down. They should promptly reply with Alpha Bravo Mike, cleared to land. For which you reply saying, cleared to land, Alpha Bravo Mike. So, you know, I've thrown in the odd thank you, for which you don't have to, but I was grateful I could land the first time in. Now, to practice this, we don't actually have to fly at first. You know, we're trying to get used to the lingo and listening and all of that. But we can dream up scenarios, call up our intentions, and expect a reply. As we proceed through on the course from now on, we will practice radio work all the way through, just as you would, or your instructor would, from your very first flight. We will certainly do lots of landings and touch and goes in this course and in the next course, but to practice the radio part, dream up scenarios and ask the tower for instructions. After your initial call to say who you are, City Tower, this is Golf November Juliet with information Foxtrot. Tower reply, Golf November Juliet, Tower. Golf November Juliet is a Cessna 172, 2,000 feet over Bluffers Park, inbound for circuits with information Foxtrot. Golf November Juliet is a Cessna 172, 2,000 feet over Bluffers Park, inbound to land or transiting your airport. You get the idea. What would their replies be? In the next module, we're going to find our way home, return to the airport, and do our first landing.